It's Lauren Perreault from RE/MAX with your weekly home update for the Portland metro area, with data through the week ending September 22nd, including Vancouver, Washington. With 30-year fixed mortgage rates still in the mid-fives, Portland metro real estate finally saw a surge in buyer demand. Let us take a look at the most recent statistics and trends. Now on with the show. Over the last 2 weeks, we have seen a slight decrease in the year-over-year average sale price. The average sale price has been plus 5% and plus 5.6% higher. Well, last week's average was only 1.5% higher than last year. That brought our overall sales survey for this month down to a 4% increase, so up 4% from last year. Based on the more aggressive buyer activity we have seen in the last 2 to 3 weeks, I believe that the low number we saw this week will not last long. Of course, this would be beneficial for homeowner equity, but not so much for buyer affordability. We will have to wait and see what happens over the next few weeks. The supply of homes for buyers to purchase increased, but only by 0.5 percentage point. On the other hand, we did see price reductions shoot back up again, almost to the previous week's record high number for the year, which definitely piqued my interest. I will be very curious to see if this higher number of price reductions means persists, especially if the increased buyer demand we saw last week continues. If you have been following these videos, you will know that I have been surprised by the lag in buyer demand since 30-year fixed mortgage rates fell below 6%. Well, things appear to have changed since last year, when the 30-year fixed rate averaged more than 7%, and the number of purchase agreements signed by buyers and sellers increased by approximately 30%. That's a big increase that follows several weeks in which we were running roughly in line with last year's numbers. So I am very curious to see if this will become a new trend. The best mortgage rate that I could find advertised on Thursday morning was 5.625%. That's the best case scenario for the 30-year fixed. And that's been pretty consistent pretty much all week long. The yield on the 10-year Treasury is one of our best predictors of where mortgage rates will go. So far this week, the 10-year yield has been rising, implying that mortgage rates will most likely follow suit. As always, I will provide the Friday morning update right here. Looking forward, I'm still watching to see how the cut in the Federal Reserve's Fed funds rate will play out with mortgage rates. The 30-year fixed rate has risen 1/8 of a point since the rate cut, and it appears that the markets are still hedging slightly. We had a low consumer confidence report this week, which made the markets nervous, and some key inflation data is scheduled for Friday. If the data comes out, I will post the results right here. If not, be sure to tune in next week for the latest developments in Portland metro real estate. So, if you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to call me at 503-683-1885 or send an email to lauren@pdxhomesforsale.com. Subscribe to our newsletter and or YouTube channel to make sure that you don't miss any updates, and feel free to share the video with anyone who may be concerned about the real estate market. Have a great week, and I will see you right here next week.